So let's start with radians, a nice, hopefully really clear recap of what they are. Now, the definition, 1 radian is the angle formed by a circular arc at the center of a circle where the arc is equal to the radius. Now, basically what we're saying then is that they're equal length. So if this was a radian, that would be equal to that, would be equal to that. Okay. And so it's kind of the true definition of an angle. So if that is the radius, that is obviously the radius as well. This is our angle. Now, if S is equal to R, if I say S is like the arc length, if S was equal to R, it would be 1 radian. If S was actually equal to, half the circle, then what we'd have is we'd actually have 2 pi radians. So this is the bit that confuses a lot of people, is people think that pi and 2 pi means something different when we're dealing with radians. They don't. What they actually mean is that's the amount of that angle. So 1 radian itself, if you were to convert it from degrees, is approximately 57.3 degrees. Okay, almost 60 degrees. So a radian is about that much. It's the angle so that this would also be equal to this, would be equal to this. It's the true way of defining an angle. So that if imagine you're in the circle, the arc is the same length as how far you are away from the arc. That would be 1 radian, about 1/6 of a circle. So 2 pi radians, 2 pi is roughly 6. 6 lots of this, or 2 pi lots of this, is perfectly a straight line. That's what that's saying. So 2 pi radians is 180 degrees. Okay, and this is where the circumference of the circle being equal to 2 pi r kind of comes from. Sorry, 2 pi radians is a full turn. Pi radians is 180 degrees. So pi, 3.14 times this would get you 180, and 2 pi times it would get you the full way round. So pi and 2 pi are like the amounts of the radians that you have. So that's really crucial to understanding the definition of a radian. Now, we are just so used to working in degrees that we never think of like these angles as pi and multiples of pi, like 45 being pi over 4, 3 pi over 4, and so on. But they are actually multiples of pi is like the perfect way to deal with it, because you're breaking a shape into radians. So the radian is the true definition of an angle. And the point of it is that 1 radian is defined so that the radius is equal to the arc length. And then we look at multiples of that. Okay, so that is normally for most people quite a new idea in year 13, but it's getting familiar with the graphs again, working in radians.